Now, just like my cell phones, I have a lot of wireless earbuds, and the Anker Liberty 2 Pros, the Soundcores, they sound really good. Now, I match them up when I compare sound quality, or when we're reviewing headphones. This is something that when you're watching someone review headphones, you're only getting their perspective. And so it's very difficult to do that through a video review. You'd have to be sitting next to me and testing all of the earbuds that I test. So with the Anker Liberty 2 Soundcore, long name, with these earbuds, I look for a few things. I look for comfort and feel in the ear, bass, the true tone, the trebles, the highs, the mids, the lows, everything. The case itself. I looked at a bunch of different things when comparing these to other earbuds. Now, let's start with the obvious. You see this case. This case is actually a one of the better looking cases that I have for storing my earbuds that I have. Like all the earbuds get a case, and I couldn't pull them all out, but I pulled out maybe 7 or 8 pair of earbuds, and they're just off camera, and I'll pull the ones in that I need to compare to. But these Ankers has a nice rounded, small, compact size case compared to the Sony case. It may not look like it's that much smaller, but it really is. It's got like an oval shape to it, and it's a lot less in weight, and it's really good. Now, the smallest case I have is the Galaxy Buds. This case right here is super lightweight, super small, even smaller than the Soundcore here. But it doesn't give as much battery life, and that's just what it is. But it's even more compact than the Soundcore case. But the Soundcore obviously gets more battery. Now, the best one that I like of all the carrying cases for all of my earbuds compared to these Soundcores is the Jaybird Runs. The Jaybird Runs, I got a little lanyard here. The Type-C thing is in the front here. And it's just a nice setup. This looks better. And this charging case, believe it or not, these Jaybird Runs charge. I get so much battery out of this little case. It is unreal. And I just like the feel of this case compared to pretty much most of the cases that I have here. So the charging case itself, the battery life that comes out of here, it is a lot. I have not charged this. This is day 6, I believe. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put out a review now, because I've been using these exclusively with the Galaxy S20 Plus. No other earbuds have been used. So I was originally using the Galaxy Buds, but I said, you know what? Unpair, or just, don't hook them up. Only use the Soundcores, and these have been exclusively in my pocket or wherever I went, anywhere. So this case, very comfortable, very compact, very lightweight, but surprisingly, I have not charged it yet, and it's still got 3 bars on there for a charge. And just the way it slides open is very eclectic, very unique. I really like it. Effortless. While I like the Jaybird size, this is probably the one that requires the least amount of work, because it's, pretty much one-handed in any situation. I can open this case. And the reason I'm going so detailed with this is because a lot of people don't talk about these things in a lot of situations, and this is important because this is a part of having wireless earbuds. You have to have a case that's going to be nice. So when you put these in, I don't want to say they go in backwards. They just kind of go in a different way. They go like this. And I've shaken these and just done all kinds of things, and they just won't come out. It is just a solid case. Probably one of the best ones I have on this table, if anything. And they're just really good. They stay in there, and it's all the way. It's just there. So now, comfort and feel. Comfort and feel. These are on the larger side of earbuds that I have. So let's bring in one of the bigger ones, the bulkier ones, I would say. And that's going to be the Sonys. So you can see the Sony next to this earbud is really big. And this was some of the downfalls that people might not have liked about the Sony earbuds. You really can't tell that it's that much bigger on video, probably, but they are bigger. They are bigger. The Sonys are bigger, but they don't feel like super heavy or anything compared to the Soundcores. But comfort and feel is something that's important. And I think that's something that, you want to take note of when you're buying earbuds. In that first day or so, you'll know whether or not you like the way the earbuds feel. That's something that you'll know about. So the comfort and feel of these things, it's good. I don't have any complaints about them. They feel good in the ear. The size of them are pretty good. But the most comfortable earbuds I have, once again, are these Jaybird Runs because of the way they fit into the ear. Now, they're a little bit smaller than these, obviously, and the sound is just as good. These are probably the most comfortable just based on the way it's built. These are really, really comfortable. So, and that's not taking away from the Ankers. It's just that these are super comfortable. The Jaybirds are really comfortable and staying in your ear. I have no doubts about it. Now, I think these run in line neck and neck more with the latest One Mores. The latest One Mores it's a really big earbud. It looks like it is. But in reality, it's about the size of these Ankers. It's just the way it's made makes it look like it might be a lot bigger, but it's really not. And when you compare them, as you can see there, the One Mores are kind of a thicker kind. It's hard to explain. Again, you need to be sitting here with me on this room and really putting them in and out of your ear. But nonetheless, the One Mores are really one of the closer ones to these, and these are the latest One Mores. They're the closest ones to these earbuds. Now, comfort and feel is going to be subjective, and it's up to you to decide what you think is comfortable or not. But I would go so far as to tell you that these are really comfortable, and they feel really good in the ear, in my humble opinion. Now, how do they look? Well, I think, if I can get it to focus here on this earbud, these look really cool. These are right up in the cool factor with the One Mores and the Jaybird Runs. Those are just some good looking earbuds, and there's no getting around it, folks. The earbuds look good. Even the internal little part that goes to your ear has got a cool little design on it. That is cool. Let's take note of this. If you're spending a bunch of money, you might want to evaluate your earbuds like this on that you're purchasing. You've got the button there on the side, which I really like that it has a physical button. And then you've got the Soundcore logo, like the two-tone look. This flashes LED in there. You got the microphone. Speaking of microphone, I'll get into that in a little bit because I know you guys are wondering, Jay, when are you going to get to the sound quality? I'm going to get to that. But just the overall of the look of the earbuds look really cool. These are some nice looking earbuds, and they look really, really good. One of the better looking sets of earbuds that I actually have. Now, the application. The application that goes along with these. Let me get my phone here so I can show you the application. The application is very intuitive, just like the Sony application. So when you're using the application, it's wow factor. It's a clean, very nice, clean, sleek application. I mean, this is cooler than cool. I mean, it's just what it is. I've got my custom equalizer set. I've done the personalized for each ear. That's where you go in and check the sound. You do like a hearing test, if you will. If you want to make it easier to explain, you do a hearing test. You got your setup here. This is probably one of the cleanest interfaces on an application for earbuds that I've ever seen. One of the cleanest. And I don't downplay it in any kind of way. These can all be customized to your liking, and that's just what it is. I really like how this is for a person who's not into it. They can fully understand this. I think that's nice. And this is a clean application. I think it's going to be very easy for you to understand once you actually get yours, and you shouldn't have any problems with it. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this review. The sound quality. I measure everything against, and I have other earbuds off camera here. AirPods and the original One Mores. I've got them all over here. I got the Pamus. These are really cool. I've got lots of earbuds over here, but I do. If you can, here's the direct way to say, if you can beat these earbuds in sound quality, you are a boss. If you come anywhere close to what Sony is bringing in these earbuds, you are a boss. Now, next in line will be my Jaybird Runs. They just sound incredible. But these earbuds are really good. The sound quality is there. Do they sound better than the Sony earbuds? No, they don't. They're doggone close though. I've heard a lot of people say that these are, you know, just some of the best in the world, and they're not lying. There's no wrong answer for that. But I'm going to tell you that in my humble experience and the way I feel about these, I don't think they sound better than the Jaybird Runs, but they're really close. These are some of the closest earbuds, again, outside of the Jaybird Runs. And, you know, the AirPods are nice and everything. They sound good. But, you know, the Pros, I didn't find it necessary to buy the Pro version of the AirPods because those still sound good. And, you know, I'm just so used to them. So some of you guys might say, hey, Jay, well, the Pro version of those sound way better than the ones that you have. You need to get the latest version or even the second generation version of these. And I would say, nah, those sound good. And for what I use them for, editing on the Mac or just editing, you know, I want to be alone and I want to seal off the sound because they don't have very good noise canceling at all. If they don't have no noise canceling. And so that's what those AirPods I use for predominantly. When I'm using an iOS product, I just pump on the AirPods. It's just the way it goes. But anything else, man, when I want quality sound, I turn to these earbuds right here. These Sonys are amazing. And while the app for your phone isn't as intuitive as the Soundcores, you can adjust all you want. I've made several adjustments. And, you know, the Soundcores sound amazing. These Liberty 2s sound amazing. And for the $1 that you spend on these, they do cost less than these Sonys, obviously. So the money that you spend on here, I think you're probably going to be happy. It's really up to you to decide where you see value with your money. And I personally feel like these for the bang that these are competing against tons of other earbuds. And again, I don't have to bring them all in, but these are just the ones that I have near me that are actually getting used. It's competing against all of those, and it's doing a fantastic job. These Ankers sound great. And I think what draws me in is the fact that this case is so compact and lightweight. They feel good in my hand. They feel good in my ear. It's a good looking earbud and the sound quality is there. Where it doesn't fight well against the Sony is a more well-rounded, complete sound, like bass, treble, highs. The Sony has just mastered that, in my opinion, and you know that's just what it is. But you're not buying these to compete against a Sony brand if you already have a Sony earbud. You know, obviously you probably don't have as many earbuds as I do, with the exception of El Jefe Reviews. He's probably one of the few people that has the same earbuds that I have, if not more. I have a lot of wireless earbuds, but not these kind of true wireless earbuds like this. I have several, but I have more of the other over-the-ear, in-ear, a lot of those. And shout out to El Jefe Reviews. That's the one thing that I think when you're reviewing earbuds, you as a consumer, and I'm talking to consumers, you're not comparing these next to other earbuds. Like you'll stand in the store and do it, is where you might do it. Or you might watch a video like this and say, hey, you know, he said that these sound good. He said that these sound good. Unfortunately, that's how people buy products now. They go online, they see they look at who says they sound great. They almost ignore the people who criticize them at all, and they go with that. Well, to criticize these, I think it's fairly easy. There's not much that I dislike about these. I kind of wish that it mainly would have had more of a design like the Jaybirds. I mean, while the Sonys do sound great, there are big clunky earbuds at times in your ear, and they can fall out. Shout out to Viper. You know, he said, you know, the Sonys fell out of my ear. You know, but these Jaybirds just stay in my ear perfectly fine. This is one of the most comfortable, if not the best feeling earbuds I have on this table. In my personal humble opinion, these are my favorites for comfort and feel. Nothing is beating those. So if this earbud can take that approach in a new 3, you know, the Liberty 3 Pros, I will be even happier because these don't sound bad for the price. They sound fantastic. But comfort and feel is great, is important when you're wearing true wireless earbuds for a long time. You don't want them to fall out of your ear at all. Now, these haven't fallen out of my ear at all. However, you know, they do run the risk of doing so at some point or another because they don't have the hooks in your ear. So, you know, how do they sound? They sound great. Are they the best sounding? And are they better than the Sonys? No. But do they sound better than other earbuds on this table? Of course they do. And I don't have to point them out, but they definitely sound better than at least 3 pairs of these earbuds that I showed on camera here. These sound good. Are they worth the money? To me, worth is in the person holding the product. And I'm telling you, I think these are totally worth it. I didn't get to experience the first version of these, but these are fantastic. And you take that for what it's worth. I don't have very many complaints because how much they stay connected. If you're wondering about that, they don't drop in connection. I can wear either one by themselves. There's nothing bad about these earbuds, really. They're not. But, you know, they're not the best sounding that I have in my catalog. Sony still holds that crown for top sound. It's just incredible with the noise canceling. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the phone calls. Phone calls are great on these. They brag about the microphones. Anker brags about the microphones for phone calls and things like that. You will be impressed when you make phone calls with these. It cancels out the sound great. Not the best sound canceling that I've heard before. Again, matching that, comparing it to my Sonys. The Sonys cancel out sound like none other I've heard. It's incredible. And, you know, these are right up there. They're right up there. They're just top notch. They're right up there for good noise canceling. And remember, these cost less than the Sonys, so think about what you're getting. A powerful set of earbuds with long battery life, and they compete with some of the top dogs. What more wouldn't you ask for? If you're in the conversation with Sony, you're doing something right over here in this house. And these are in the conversation. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.